Welcome back, guys. This is going to be a round 2 match for the Psi Storm Qualifier number 4, hosted by cybergaming.com.au and sponsored by Western Digital and their Velociraptor Hard Drive Series. Five grand up for grabs here in this entire tournament. This is going to be qualifier number 4. The top 8 from these qualifiers will transfer over into the final 32. It's going to be Pinder versus Wernsen, PVT on Delta Quadrant. Let's jump into it here. We do have both of these players spawning at the bottom here, so that pretty much negates the Zelnaga tower use. Like, the run distance for them is really just across this way now. So it's not going to be as effective as it would if you had the cross position spawns like here and here on this map. If you're just tuning in, this is the Western Digital Psi Storm tournament. Wernsen spawning at the 5 o'clock position as the blue Terran, and we're going to have Pinder as the green Protoss over here on the 7 o'clock position. Going to scout on his 9 pylon, and looks like nicely done. He's going to get that scout first off, so he's going to be able to be harassing with his probe, as he loves to do. Wouldn't be surprised if, I'm just going to turn this sound down a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 1-gate expand coming from Pinder, because he loves to use that build. And there we go. Looks like he's going to be going and harassing. Personally, I'd like try and put my probe here around abouts, so I can stop that barracks being put down. But anyway, he's getting a nice harass on the probe. Just running away, recharging that shield. Gotta love probe. Strongest workers in the game. He's going to be able to turn around and beat on that SCV and just take it down by health. And he's going to force like 2 or 3 SCVs usually to be on yellow health by the end. And we do have the 1 gateway and a simulator coming down for Pinder. I need to turn this down again. There we go. Probe's still alive. He's probably going to stay alive until a couple of Marines come out. Because really, if you're good at using your probes, it won't die until there's 2 Marines out. Because you can still kite a Marine around the entire time pretty easily. It's until like the 2nd Marine gets there and it cuts you off. That's when you've got troubles. But we do have a cyber core going down for Pinder now. Now is about the time that I see him expand if he's doing the build that I'm going to put my money on. But he's got that 1 Marine out here for Wernsen, going to be able to deal with the probe. He has backed off a little bit to save it though. And we do have a tech lab coming down, so probably a Marauder or 2 pumping out there. Not sure what's going on. I think this Marine might be going to go beat on these rocks here. Like, it's going to take forever. But still, the earlier you get that down, the quicker you get a sort of safe expansion. It really depends on what kind of play the other guy's doing. Like, you can expand here, which is really wide and open, but it's close to your ramp. Or you can expand here, which seems a lot safer, but it's also got that cliff, so you can abuse cliff mechanics with warp prisms or tanks, etc. So we got 1 Zealot coming out here for Pinder. We're going to have a Stalker and then most likely a Sentry. Warp Gate Research coming at the same time. He is not supply capped. He's sitting at 27 food. And we do have Wernsen sitting at 24 food. So pretty much even across the board. We do have 2 Marauders out now. So it looks like he looks to be fast expanding, because these Marauders do a lot of damage to the rocks. The more you get down there, the quicker it's going to be. And he does have a 2nd barracks coming down as well, though. Stim Research on the way. And here we go. He is doing his 1-gate expand. Love it. Once he actually gets the resources. So he's going to be popping down that Nexus at about 400. At about 400. At about 400. Oh. There we go. Come on. There's the expansion going down now, and he's going to be poking up here. That's actually really unfortunate for Wernsen, because all his units are at the back beating on the rocks. If Pinder pokes up here, he should be pretty fine. He does raise that supply depot, so he doesn't have to be that worried. But he's still going to be able to force that 1 Marauder off and get a lot of damage done on this. He needs to focus the Stalker, not the Zealot here. It doesn't take any damage from hull. Nicely done by Pinder. And he almost got this into the red. If he'd gotten it into the red, I would have been very surprised, because then you'd have to pull an SCV to actually repair it. Looks like we got a reactor coming for Wernsen and a command center down the back. He has oh, no, he hasn't taken out the rocks. That'll be going down pretty quickly, but still, that put Pinder ahead in the expansion count. His expansion's about 60% of the way there, whereas Wernsen's about 10%-ish. So, at the meantime, we do have more gateways going down for Pinder. It's his normal transition from 1 gate expand into 3 gate robo, which comes out just in time to stop the 3 racks push, and it comes out just in time to stop any kind of Banshee play as well. So those rooks are down, so he's going to be expanding pretty safely, and a 3rd rack's going down here for wernsen. So pretty much standard, solid play from both players so far. Nice scan by wernsen. He does see what's going on. That expansion's up, transferring probes here for Pinder. And that robotics facility going down. 3 warp gates are up as well. And now it's getting boring because I need this music. I just don't want it really loud. There we go. But here we go. We do have units coming out. Sorry about that. I was checking the other stuff. But this stim, nice control here by wernsen. But it's not going to be enough here from Pinder. He does have the 2 stalkers. Still has a lot of units. Being able to take all that out. Gotta love it when I'm actually looking at the score screen, thinking nothing's going to happen. And then bam! Short rust distance. But it looks like he does pull that off. Pinder does defend it nicely. And it looks like these guys are going to have to go into a macro game because wernsen's expansion is only just coming out. We do have 36 probes for Pinder, 26 for wernsen, so he's rolling behind about that. But hey, what do we got here? Why is this? There we go. We do have Immortals coming out to deal with a lot of those Marauders there. And a 4th racks and a factory. Okay, I was going to wonder when that factory was going to go down to get those dropships for this M&M ball. He doesn't have the kind of units that Pinder does at the moment. He needs to sit back and just macro up. I think he does have that orbital command on the way. But it's going to be interesting. That observer sitting right on top of the army there. He needs to keep that observer over the army after he does a quick scout to see where he is, what's his expanded, just to see when he moves out. Because once you get a couple of drop ships and things like that, you need to see if a drop is coming into the back of your main. Like, he does have that pylon there to stop it being that effective, but still, you want to see when a drop's coming so you can be prepared, because these Marauders will take down tech structures so quickly. And we do have a Twilight Council, so it looks like it's going to be Immortals with TIE Templar coming out for Pinder, and leg speed pretty much instantly as soon as that finishes as well. Pinder is floating quite a bit of minerals. He's got like 500, 600, 600, 400, compared to a lot less for wernsen, but I don't think this is a smart move. He is pushing out here with about for quite a few units, but Pinder does have the unit advantage. He is taking out the rocks over here. That's probably going to be kind of frustrating to have to come back and deal with this, because if he stims, he could probably snipe this Nexus. That's going to be frustrating as hell for Pinder, but here we go. Rocks are done. He's going to get back here just in time. wernsen sitting on the Xel'Naga Tower. He does not see anything that's going on at the moment. He's for Pinder's army. I think Pinder's just going to sit back pretty, and he does have those in 2 control rooms. There's the scan. He does see them coming in. Needs to pull back and get a good concave with the Zealots out front. This army of wernsen, he needs to run away. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't have the army capabilities at the moment. And Pinder could really be aggressive here, I think. He does have the army size. There's too many Zealots, though, so they're going to get choked up at this point. More units coming in for wernsen, but he is supply blocked at the moment. That's not good. There we go. He's going to jump out of it right now. And there come the dropships with the reactor finishing on the factory. So he's going to swap them pretty as soon as it happens. And we are going to have... No Colossi. Where's the Templar? There's the Templar Archives. We've got 2 more gateways going down. So Pinder going into a fairly standard macro mode. Going to have the expansion coming up at the gold pretty soon. And he is still 15 workers ahead. And soon he's going to be 3 bases to 2. So nice macro play here by Pinder. If we have a quick look. He's getting more Immortals. Leg speed's just about to finish. And Templar Archives is finished as well. So we're going to be seeing Storm. You've got the mini stosses, man. Click Storm. There we go. Storm's done. Chrono Boost on the Storm as well. And it looks like he's got a couple of units at the back, sitting at the back here, just in case of a drop. Nicely placed by him. And we do have the factory going for a scout. But looks like this M&M ball is getting fairly large. He's going to need Storm fairly quickly. Because once you reach that critical mass as Terrans, it just hurts Protoss. This kind of ball army will work perfectly fine for a while. But once it gets like that big of an army, it just rickrolls through it. But here we go. So Pinder's army units at the back. I think he's just going to keep a couple there. Storm is about halfway done, so hopefully if wernsen does push out now, that Storm will be done in time. Looks like he is getting ready to push out. Maybe not. Storm is about 30 seconds away, and then Pinder will have 2 storms, almost 3 storms, so that's alright. He should be fine.